Hey guys, I'm ZeldaMaster and today I'm here with another Zelda Wii U NX discussion video. So with E3 right around the corner, I hope Nintendo will reveal a lot of new information about the game, including characters and the game's plot, because we know nothing about that. Though I am excited for the new gameplay they'll be showing, and hopefully I'll actually get my hands on it since I'll be attending E3. But something I noticed a lot of you guys have been theorizing and discussing about is where the game fits in the timeline. And I thought I'd make this video to kind of share with you guys my theories on where the game might fit, and just overall discuss it with you guys, and maybe you guys can give me your theories in the comments below, and we can just have a discussion, because I really like making these kind of videos, and you guys seem to be enjoying them, so I thought I'd make another one on where the game might fit within the timeline. And I actually have two theories on where it might fit, and they do relate with Skyward Sword overall, because since the game was very first revealed in 2014 in the Nintendo E3, or the Nintendo digital event that they did during E3, I instantly thought of Skyward Sword, and the reason for that is because when you saw Link attacking that weird creature on Epona, as well as using the bow that he did use, it reminded me a lot of the Lanero mining facility. And for those who don't know, the Lanero mining facility was an area within Skyward Sword that was actually completely deserted, and you had to use time shift crystals to hit it and bring back the technology so you can use it. So pretty much Skyward Sword had a huge era before it, and even though that's the first game in the timeline, they make it clear that a lot has happened before Skyward Sword, such as the prologue to the game, where it talks about the war between the the demons that erupted, or came out of the fissure of the land and started killing off humans, and until they it was really dangerous, as well as they could have got their hands on, I believe, the Triforce. So the goddess Hylia decided to take the remaining humans and put them on Skyloft, which was above the clouds and everything. So the game straight up indicates that there's a giant story and a giant plot before Skyward Sword. So maybe Skyward Sword isn't the first Zelda game. Nintendo might make a prequel to Skyward Sword, and that's what I think might happen, because it makes a lot of sense, especially with Nintendo going in depth on what the game might be, or at least what Skyward Sword had before that. So yeah, and I think it'd be really interesting, because the Lanero mining facility was completely abandoned in Skyward Sword, and it was old, and it was, long gone. So imagine during that time before the war happened, and before, the goddess Hylia decided to step in and help the remaining humans. That might be where, you stand within the game. You play that part of the game when there's still technology and there's still all of that on the land. Plus, when you look at Hyrule, it's really barren, and it does remind me of Skyward Sword overall. But at the same time, the reason why I don't feel like that theory might be true is because you see Link using a sailcloth within the game, and I have a feeling that's the same sailcloth that Zelda gives you within Skyward Sword. So if that is the case, then it has to be after Skyward Sword, but we have no idea. I mean, it might not be. I believe they said that within the Game Awards gameplay footage thing that they were showing way back, but I'm not entirely sure. Like I said, this is a theory, so it's not like it's confirmed, but that's one of my two theories, and overall it would make a lot of sense. They even show, Link with the Sheikah logo on the book within one of the two pieces of artwork we have that have been shown at least. But yeah, you see the Sheikah logo, and it still makes a lot of sense to, the Sheikah tribe existing even before Skyward Sword, because we did have Impa already waiting Link to arrive within the sealed grounds within Skyward Sword. And I know this could be spoilers for some people, but I mean, it's overall a theory, and yeah, I'm just saying now that there are spoilers. But yeah, so Impa, the old lady that helps you out in the past as a young lady that helps Zelda, I guess, more so than you. She already existed, and she is what I'm assuming to be a Hylian, which is a human. So she already existed on the surface before anyone came down, which was Link was the first one, I believe, of all the Hylians that were sent to Skyloft that actually went back on the surface, and then they established Hyrule after Skyward Sword. So it would make a lot of sense for the Sheikah tribe to exist before Skyward Sword, and maybe Link was a part of it, and the war happens and all of that, and it would make a lot of sense. It would actually be really interesting, because that means it would be before Demise and Ganon and all of that, and I'm assuming Nintendo would have to create a lot of new characters for this game. I would actually really like to see a prequel to Skyward Sword, so if that is the case, I'm really excited for that. My other theory would be it would be right after Skyward Sword, because once again, with the technology of the Lanero mining facility, it just makes me think of Skyward Sword by seeing the bow and seeing that enemy. So I'm assuming maybe right after Skyward Sword, when Link and Zelda decide to reside on the surface and start up Hyrule. What could have happened is, before the kingdom was established, because when you look at the gameplay, it is really barren, so it could be, Hyrule just being established, and Link kind of doing his own thing, or just the game starting out with the establishment of Hyrule. So I can see either before or after Skyward Sword, but with after Skyward Sword, it would make a little more sense, because you do have the Scylla Cloth, and it could be a hand-me-down from the previous hero or something to where you use it, or I don't know, anything like that. Plus, they could have somehow figured out a way to bring back the technology of the Lanero mining facility, because I don't know why, just that alone is what, makes me think of Skyward Sword. Like, seeing that first trailer and how they, emphasized on the way the bow looked and all of that, it makes me think a lot of, it has to have some sort of relation with it. So maybe Link was a part of some sort of organization that brought back the technology, and that's why he wears that hood. And it might also have something to do with the Sheikah tribe and how the Sheikah tribe was established as well within the game. But overall, I feel like it's going to have something to do around Skyward Sword, because yeah, Hyrule looks super barren and it looks nothing like the other Zelda games, and I just feel like they want to make a more open world Zelda game and have it early on within the series, and I would really like to see that. So I really hope it has some sort of relation with Skyward Sword, because Skyward Sword had the most interesting plot within any Zelda game, at least in my opinion. Sadly, the controls are, what did it for me, but I'll talk about that later on, hopefully in another video if you guys want me to, but what I think about Skyward Sword overall, because I actually really like the game. There are just certain things that I really dislike about it, but I feel like Skyward Sword, when it comes to any Zelda game, has done it best when it comes to specific things. So it makes me really excited for what Nintendo has to bring for Zelda Wii U and NX, because yeah, Nintendo does improve a lot with their games. Each Zelda game is much better than the other in certain things, but then there are things that they lack in that make it worse than a previous Zelda game. So it's just they're improving on certain things, but also going backwards on certain things. But that's just my opinion when it comes to specific Zelda games and whatnot. Overall, I'm just really excited for Zelda Wii U and NX and to see what's to come, and I really hope Nintendo does go into detail on where the game might stand within the timeline really soon. I mean, no matter what, we're going to end up getting it. Hopefully they'll update the Hyrule Historia to have that within it very soon, but yeah, I'm just overall excited to see what's to come, and I would like to hear your guys' opinions in the comments below. So if you guys want to let me know what your theory is on where the game might stand within the timeline, let me know and we can have a discussion about it. And I think that'd be really awesome, because I do enjoy making these videos just for that, just so I can interact with you guys and see what you guys think of this all. So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!